Welcome to the Wine Downloads Podcast.
Tired of feeling lost in the world of wine? Overwhelmed by confusing labels and snooty sommeliers?
Then grab a glass and download some knowledge.
We're the podcast that makes learning about wine fun, easy, and approachable for everyone.
No more wine anxiety, just pure enjoyment. Cheers to that.
This is the Wine Downloads Podcast and your host, Scott Hall.
Hello, everyone, and welcome again to our podcast, Wine Downloads. Scott and I are thrilled to have you here. We are super excited about today's episode. But before we begin, I want to take a moment to address our sponsor. Are you eager to deepen your wine knowledge and connect with fellow enthusiasts? Join our Wine Ambassador community, where in just 5 minutes a day, you can learn about wine skills, tips, myths, and pairings. Engage in lively discussions, attend exclusive events like Wine Down Wednesdays with industry experts like David Harmon, the founder of Wine.com, and elevate your wine journey. Check out winedownload.com/community and join our conversation. Let's get things started, Scott.
Thank you so much, Olivia. Hello and welcome to the Wine Downloads Podcast, the ultimate destination for anyone eager to deepen their wine knowledge while having a bit of fun along the way. I'm Scott Hall, your guide on this delicious journey through the realms of wine myths. Today, Olivia and I are going to unravel some of the most persistent misconceptions swirling around in the world of vino. Isn't that right, Olivia?
Absolutely. It's fantastic to be here discussing something as captivating as wine myths. It's amazing how these myths persist despite advances in our understanding of wine. I love engaging with our community of wine enthusiasts to help demystify these ideas and guide everyone toward more confident and enjoyable wine experiences.
You know, myths are like that mysterious fog that sometimes envelops a vineyard in the early morning. They create a sense of intrigue but can also obscure the truth. Let's dive right into one of the most stubborn myths out there. That expensive wine is always better than affordable wine. What's your take on that?
This myth is pervasive. Many people equate the cost of a bottle with its quality, but price is influenced by many factors, including production costs, marketing, and rarity. An expensive wine can be superb, but a well-made, affordable wine can offer just as much enjoyment. It's about understanding your personal taste and learning that a higher price tag doesn't automatically equate to a better wine experience.
Exactly. And it's about exploration, right? So much of the joy of wine is about the discovery process. Often, when I recommend wine, I remind folks that a $15 bottle can be just as delightful as a $100 one if it suits their personal preference. There's room for every price point in a wine enthusiast's journey.
That's a great point. It's also fascinating how cultural perceptions shape these myths. The narrative around wine, especially in movies and media, often romanticizes exclusive, high-end vintages, which can skew our expectations. It's crucial to remember that a wine's value is ultimately determined by the pleasure it brings to you.
Speaking of perceptions, let's talk about serving temperatures. There's this idea that red wine should always be served at room temperature, which isn't entirely accurate, is it?
That's right, Scott. Room temperature is a bit of a misnomer, especially when you consider that the term originated in old European homes before central heating. Many reds actually benefit from being slightly cooler than modern room temperature, around 60 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Serving them at that temperature can help retain their balance and structure, making for a more enjoyable drinking experience. Before we continue, let's take a short break, Scott, and take a few seconds to pay some bills.
Agreed, let's do it.
Looking to level up your wine game? Need to impress your client or date at dinner with some Vino 411? Head to winecheat.com, the easiest way to master wine and food pairings, or keep up with the sommelier, all from a robust yet simple, downloadable cheat sheet. You can print it out or deal some knowledge from the secrecy of your phone with a simple glance. Armed with useful wine knowledge, you'll be savoring and impressing like a pro in no time. And right now, you can save $10 off the price with promo code PODCAST10. Visit winecheat.com today and uncork your new favorite bottle. Back to you, Scott.
Thank you, Olivia. I find that temperature can drastically change the flavor profile and aroma of a wine. Definitely something worth experimenting with if you haven't already given it a try. And for white wines, is it true they should always be chilled?
White wines are often served straight from the fridge, but over-chilling can mute the flavors and aromas. It's about finding that sweet spot, usually between 45 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit, depending on the type. A good rule of thumb is to take them out of the fridge about 20 minutes before serving. This allows the complexities to reveal themselves more fully, offering a richer tasting experience.
I think there's a real excitement in discovering just how a few degrees can alter a wine's character. It's like unveiling a new layer of its personality. And speaking of unveiling, there's the whole idea that wine can breathe just by opening the bottle. Let's unpack that myth.
Opening a bottle to let it breathe is a common misconception. Simply removing the cork doesn't provide enough oxygen exposure to change the wine significantly. For wine to truly breathe, it needs to be decanted or poured into a glass to increase the surface area exposed to air. This can help soften tannins and bring out more nuanced flavors, particularly in younger red wines.
It's intriguing how a little bit of aeration can transform a wine into something even more exquisite. Yet, not all wines benefit from extensive breathing, and some can lose their vital aromas over time if left too long. Wine enthusiasts should definitely play around with their options to see what works best for each bottle.
That's an excellent point. You wouldn't want to overdo it, especially with older wines or delicate varieties. It really speaks to the importance of getting to know the specific needs of different wines, which is part of the fun and learning in this journey.
And finally, we have the myth of corked wine. There's an assumption that all corked wines are undrinkable. What's the real story here?
Cork taint is real, caused by a compound known as TCA, which can give wine a musty, wet cardboard smell. However, corked wines are not hazardous to your health. They're just unpleasant to taste. It's estimated that around 3 to 5% of wines sealed with natural corks suffer from cork taint. But knowing how to spot it can empower you to seek a replacement bottle at a restaurant or shop.
Empowerment. What a word for this context. By demystifying these concepts, we're enabling all wine enthusiasts to feel more confident in their choices. It circles back to the importance of understanding grape varieties and terroir. A wine's origin and the grapes it comes from can dramatically influence its quality and characteristics.
Absolutely. Grapes and terroir are the foundational elements that define the uniqueness of every bottle. Learning about different grape varieties and the environments they thrive in can guide you to wines you'll love. It bridges the gap between a good wine and a great one, personalized for you.
It's really a journey of discovery, isn't it? And as we touch on techniques, how they affect our experiences is fascinating. Tasting techniques, for instance, can rewrite our sensory experience with every sip.
Tasting wine is an art and a science. How you approach the glass, swirling to release aromas, observing color, and noting the various taste elements significantly alters your perception. Engaging all the senses allows for a fuller appreciation, helping to differentiate quality while also igniting delightful encounters with each glass.
It makes the exploration process both exciting and enriching. The more we taste and learn, the more our preferences shape and evolve. I encourage everyone listening to experiment, explore, and not shy away from unfamiliar varietals or regions.
Definitely, Scott. The wine world is vast and diverse. By breaking down these myths, we aim to inspire our listeners to embrace their personal wine journeys without preconceptions, enjoying the full scope of what the wine realm offers.
And what could be more rewarding than that? This conversation highlights the wonderful complexity of wine, showing us that facts definitely speak volumes over fiction. Olivia, thank you for sharing your insights today.
Thank you, Scott. It's always a pleasure to discuss and dismantle these myths, fostering a more informed and passionate community of wine lovers. Before we go, though, I want to share with our listeners information about our favorite community.
That's right. Are you passionate about wine and eager to turn that passion into a profitable venture? With Wine Influencer Pro, you can become a certified wine influencer and earn up to $450 per day. Our step-by-step course teaches you proven marketing and social media strategies, guiding you from launching your business to generating passive income. Imagine working from anywhere, setting your own schedule, and sharing your love for wine with the world. Join our exclusive community of wine influencers and start your journey today. Visit wineinfluencerpro.com to learn more. To our listeners, thank you for joining us on this enlightening expedition through the realm of wine myths. We hope you've gained valuable insights that will enhance your future wine selections and experiences. Remember, wine exploration is a journey filled with enjoyment and discovery. Until next time, keep savoring each sip and challenging those myths. Cheers!
That's it for this week's Wine Downloads.
We hope you feel a little more confident about your wine journey.
Remember to subscribe and share this podcast with your friends who are also eager to learn about wine.
And don't forget to check out our website for show notes and bonus content.
Until next time, cheers to exploring the world of wine, one download at a time.